Romania is situated in the southeast of Europe to the north of the Balkan Mountains. The official language is Romanian, the only language of Latin origin in Eastern Europe. Romania's territory, approximately twice smaller than France's, 238,400 square kilometers, is crossed by the mountain chain of the Carpathians, from where a rich hydrographical net springs. The Carpathians are one of the most evoking symbols of Romania, covering about one-third of its area. The Carpathians chain is 1,000 kilometers long and resembles a vast amphitheater with the Transylvanian plateau at its center. The geography and the history of the Carpathians merge so profoundly with those of Romania that the universal frame of Romanian people's myths is the pastoral universe of the Carpathians' pastures. The tourist activities practiced in the Carpathians, especially skiing, hiking, mountain climbing and bathing in thermal waters, let you discover the beauties of mountain landscapes that present-day civilization has not distorted. The Carpathians played a defensive role in the ancient history of Romania. Dacian kings and later Romanian princes built fortresses, castles and monasteries whose vestiges can still be seen. Many defensive castles solidly built between the 14th and the 16th centuries on top of mountains or amidst large coniferous and deciduous forests are still impressive today. The Danube mouth forms in the eastern part of the country a delta unique in Europe by the richness of its flora and fauna. The Danube Delta is a vast region of almost 700,000 hectares. Out of those, almost 100,000 hectares are marine, situated where the three main branches of the Danube, Chilia, Sulina and Sfântu Gheorghe, flow into the Black Sea. Partly recognized as natural preserve in 1938 and declared biosphere reservation in 1990, the delta ensures protection for 300 bird species, the most widespread being the pelican, and for more than 100 fish species and for tropical type flora. One can go through the Danube Delta by ship following the three main branches. However, the majority of the channels linking the lakes can only be accessed by boat, especially by local fishermen. The Black Sea shore, 215 kilometers long, extends from Chilia branch of the Danube to the Bulgarian border. South of the sandy shores of the lagoon lakes Razlim, Sinoe, 15 spas and holiday resorts are concentrated on a distance of about 100 kilometers along the gently sloping shore of the Black Sea. Beaches' exposure to sun is exceptional due to their eastward orientation. There are about 220 sunny days a year. The average annual temperature is 11 degrees Celsius, and nebulosity and rainfalls are small, 375 millimeters per year. Romania's territory has been inhabited from times long past. Known by the Greeks under the name of Gets and by the Romans as Dacians, the ancient inhabitants of the present Romanian territory were first mentioned by Herodotus. Dacia was conquered by the Emperor Trajan after two of the most glorious wars of the Roman history in 106 AD. The Romanian people was formed following Roman colonization and, amidst migrating waves, miraculously preserved its unity, including that of its language, spoken without dialectal variations. Romania's territory is administratively divided into districts, each led by a prefect named by the government. Bucharest, the capital city, is one of the 10 most populated European cities. Bucharest has an ancient history, its territory having been inhabited ever since the Bronze Age. However, the first written attestation of the existence of the city dates back only to 1459, from the time of Vlad the Impaler. Becoming the capital of Romania in 1862, after the union of Moldavia and Wallachia principalities, Bucharest was to enjoy the French luxury and a special urban animation. The city's essential quality is the abundance of vegetation that covers, in the form of parks and green areas, approximately 20% of its area. Religious edifices are the essential part of Romania's historical and religious heritage. Generally, the churches are Orthodox. However, many of them are of Catholic and Protestant rite, especially in Transylvania. Large towns have one synagogue at last, and in localities in Dobruja you can frequently find mosques. 60 monasteries exist in Moldavia and Bucovina. UNESCO has put some of these monasteries, representative by their original architecture and polychrome frescoes, such as Voronezh, Humor, Sucevița, Moldovița and Arbore, on the World Heritage List. Romania's villages include 40% of the country's population. Most of them remained genuine, and they preserve their forefathers' traditions and customs. Proof of Romanian folk art, numerous peasants' houses has entered for several years the European rural tourism circuit. The diversity and harmony of landscapes, the abundance of historical and artistic monuments of the country, The many seaside resorts, thermal water spas and mountain holiday resorts attract an ever-increasing number of tourists.